Aakash, we just heard from Stephen Smith there saying now the pressure is going to be on the Indian team. We are just another win away from, taking the series out of India's hands. It now does feel like an India-Australia series. It seemed very unusual before the first test match. Such niceties were being exchanged. To you too, it's feeling like India versus Australia is finally happening?
Yes, Nikhil, because the reality has just dawned on us that one test match, if you lose from here, you're done and dusted. You will not regain the Border Gavaskar trophy, and therefore you need to be very, very careful. India is still a great side. See, whatever has happened in Pune has happened, and it's the past part of history. But don't be too worried. Don't be too consumed about what has happened, and don't let that alter your response in this game and the games to follow. Because India is still a better side if the conditions are equal.
Okay, I don't know, Aakash, if you were able to hear the response from Kohli on this comment made by Stephen Smith, where he said, what, you think I'm under pressure? I'm not, I'm smiling. My question to you is, we've seen many aggressive Indian captains in the past, but seems like he's the first kind of a skipper who can be aggressive and sarcastically at that in press conferences too. That's not a very Indian trait. We used to seeing Australian captains do that. So in that sense, is he a completely fresh kind of element for other teams to handle?
Well, meeting fire with fire, that's Virat Kohli's brand. And Nikhil, it also reflects the society that we are living in, where India as a country currently is. So it is a very confident lot. You know that you are one of the best in the world, if not the best. And there is no qualms in accepting that and letting people know that, one defeat is not going to change my response to anything that is going to happen on the field. And we are good enough to be number one.
Okay, let's talk about the playing 11. Lots of talks about that. Firstly, do you think 5 bowlers is what Virat is going to continue? Do you think that's the right move, or do you think there is scope there to bring in someone like a Nair for Jayant Yadav?
I hope that doesn't happen, Nikhil, because whatever I've heard of this pitch, I've not been on the pitch yet. It tells me, or I've heard that it's going to be a slow kind of turner. The pitch is made to last 5 days. And if that is the case, why would you abandon the theory that you had, and it has worked all right till the last game? You played 5 bowlers because you had the batting depth. Your bowlers can bat. Jayant has a century at number 9. Right. So if you want to still change Kuldeep with Jayant, but stick to your 5 bowler theory, because that has worked for you in the past.
Okay, that's an interesting one, as you mentioned there. If you really want to change, bring in Kuldeep Yadav. That could well be the case, because Virat Kohli hinted that, he's not said there will be a change, but he said it could be a surprise there, and probably many are believing that was hinting at Kuldeep Yadav. As far as fast bowling is concerned, the other toss-up is Bhuvi versus Ishant. Where would you be tilted in this one?
Personally, I think it's not a toss-up, Nikhil, because in Indian conditions where there is no grass on the pitch and no moisture underneath, Ishant Sharma is an automatic pick. When we talk about Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he's been a fantastic bowler. He's won man of the matches. He's won India test matches, but it comes with conditions apply. You need something in the pitch for Bhuvi to be effective, especially in the second session and also in the second innings. So Ishant Sharma gets my vote straight away. Okay,
Aakash, to you, because as a former player, can you confirm to us, is it possible for a player to isolate themselves from what's being written or spoken about them?
Well, you can't completely isolate, but you learn to be detached completely from what is happening written around you. And that's what professional cricketers, professional sports people are trained to do. Some amount of it will always affect. So they're aware, like vaguely aware and slightly attached, but still detached is the kind of space that you want to be as an international sports person. Virat Kohli is no different.